Well, for more analysis of the war in South Ossetia and the situation there now, let's cross to Irina Kobrinskaya, who's in Moscow. She's a political analyst from the Institute of World Economy and International Relations. Thanks for taking the time out this lunchtime to be with us on the programme. Politically, where are we then a year after the war? Is the situation as stable as had been hoped for at the beginning?
Well, in fact, juridically, we are where we were a year before, and the word for the situation is status quo, keeping the status quo, because recognition of Southern Ossetia and Abkhazia was not supported by practically no country in the world, and slowly the situation in Southern Ossetia is improving, but the approach of Russia, the approach of Georgia, and in fact the approach of the West, they didn't change the approach to the issue itself.
Of course, the next big question is how to make South Ossetia a viable state politically and financially. What stands in the way of that as you see it?
Well, it will take a very long time because, first and foremost, Southern Ossetia is to have a viable economy. And to develop it, it needs really huge investments, order, good management. And to do it itself, Southern Ossetia cannot. But a part of it, of course, it needs an effective institutions, managers, the democracy, the developed democracy in the proper sense of the word. And, it seems to me it will take a long time and huge support on the part of Russia and not only of Russia.
You know, we've been talking to residents from that area, from the region over the last couple of days. They were still talking about the fear. They're still worried that President Saakashvili may venture another attack. Do you think there is a genuine worry that that could happen?
There is a change in the situation anyway. I named it status quo. But what really changed is that the approach of the West is not omnipotent support of President Saakashvili. And without this support, Saakashvili himself, of course, will not even try another attack. The other fact is that there is no full support of Saakashvili in his own country. He's not as popular as he was a year before. So the chances are very low.
Irina, I want to ask you about the media coverage. As we most graphically showed our viewers here on RT, Russia was cast in a negative light by a lot of the Western media. Now, has the view of Russia as a bully changed at all in the last 12 months?
Well, I won't say that the last August war is the only factor that forms the Western media coverage. This is also the winter gas conflict with Ukraine and many other things. Western media is following very attentively what is done by Russia and what is said by Russian leaders. We can say that there is no just negative coverage as it was a year ago. But still, Western media are following the results of the work of different commissions and, in general, the foreign policy and domestic policy of Russia. It is a very complex picture what they show.
OK, well, Irina Kobrinskaya, political analyst from the Institute of World Economy and International Relations. It's good to have you on the programme today. Thanks for being with us.